Shinsuke, how do you plan on defeating AJ Styles now that the match is in no disqualifications? Sorry, no speaking English. Oh, AJ Styles with a devastating low blow. Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Fix. WWE Backlash 2018, right? We got the Viper taking on Jeff. And yes, we'll get into the main event towards the end, right? Jeff Hardy, right? He's been moved over to SmackDown. And I think what this whole thing is that they are trying to build up Jeff Hardy to give him his individual, singles run. Now that Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy, they're doing their thing. They got it down over there on Raw, right? Jeff Hardy, though, yeah. He's going to retain this belt. I actually see it 3, maybe even 6 months. I do see him having a pretty good run with the U.S. title, eventually winning that Money in the Bank, right? And it just, man, that would be sick. Jeff Hardy, again, this is something that a lot of people have wanted. There's a lot of Hardy marks, me being one of them. Orton, don't get me wrong, right? I mean, he is the Viper. He is the Predator in this match after all. And this man, I don't think he has a problem putting over Jeff Hardy. So definitely Jeff Hardy retaining the U.S. title. Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Man, Big Cass, what's going on, bro? You got to be a bully, right? He's been picking on Daniel Bryan because he's a small dude, right? What is it, 5'8", give or take? Big Cass, right? He's a 7 foot tall, no longer certified G, right? And he's upset. I think he's upset. I think he's still upset that he's lost his tag team partner, Enzo, right? Again, another guy that they're trying to do a singles run with, but why are they doing it against Bryan, right? I mean, if they're trying to put both of these guys over, why would they put them up against each other? I do see Big Cass losing this one for sure. Daniel Bryan, if you guys didn't see that Greatest Royal Rumble, wow. Wow, to say the least. So Daniel Bryan will retain, but I do still see Big Cass definitely dominating most of the match. There's no doubt. Now, Samoa Joe, if you guys didn't see that promo on Tuesday night, that was awesome. Gotta say I was a fan of that. Oh, man, I'm pretty hyped. I think what's going to happen here, right, the big dog, he's been taking a lot of losses, and this will only be another one to add to the books. They need Joe to go up in that main event picture, right? That whole thing. So you guys will see towards the main event once we get to that. Yeah. So I do see Joe picking up the win on here. It won't be by submission. I don't think they want to do that to the big dog. I don't think Vinny wants to do that to the big dog. It'll most likely be like a quick roll up pin. But Joe, yeah, he will definitely capture the win. Now next up, this right here. I think if you were to ask me, Hero Fix, who needs this most? Who needs this the absolute most? I do think Bobby Lashley. This match definitely needs to stand out from the pay-per-view, right? He's kind of a letdown. I mean, he's been built up quite a bit, right? That now he's one of the big guys coming in up to the main roster, and they're throwing him into all these main events, but he's not getting over, right? So I think by teaming up with Braun Strowman, this would be a great way to do so. It's going to be a squash match. There is no doubt. This man's going to be shoulder thrusting both of these guys inside and outside the ring. So I think, okay, regardless, whether if Bobby Lashley or not was to team up with Braun Strowman, I still think if it was a handicap match, if you were to say, Hero Fix, what would you think if Braun Strowman were to take on KO and Sami Zayn? And I'm sorry, I know there's a lot of, KO marks out there. I still see him squashing both of them. Bobby Lashley, which is only supplement to that victory. Now right here, the architect, Seth freaking Rollins, Mr. Monday Night Rollins. And again, it wouldn't make much sense if The Miz, and this is not the reason why I'm picking The Miz to lose this. To me, it wouldn't make sense to have both titles on the same show, right? The two mid-card titles, IC and United States. Actually, I'm not even going to call it the mid-card. This is like the main event title right here, right? Now that Brock Lesnar has renewed that contract. But here's the thing, right? It's Seth freaking Rollins. Come on, it's Monday Night Rollins. Regardless, whether if Miz was to stay on the same show, geez, this is, again, I see Rollins, just like Hardy. I see Rollins retaining this title for a good while. Miz is going to go back, he's going to go back to SmackDown, and he's going to be, he's going to be wishing that he was still a believer, right? Right here, Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. Now, Alexa Bliss, she's kind of held, for the most part, if you really think about her Raw run, since she got drafted, not this go-around, but the last go-around, she has actually been the champion for a good part of the, her entire WWE run, or Raw run, sorry. So, again, Nia Jax, I think she will most likely retain. I think that Nia Jax has a lot of good things going for her. I don't see why she would lose this. She's just been, every single meeting that they've had as of late, Nia Jax has definitely been the one to dominate the match. Now, right here, the princess, right? You have Charlotte taking on Carmella. Now, Iconics, they will most likely play an important role in this match. I actually see them interfering in the match to where it's going to cost Charlotte the match. So, yes, Carmella will retain the SmackDown Women's Champion. Now, right here, Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles, right? That first match, oh, geez, that was a rough one. WrestleMania. And, I'm not going to say that about the Greatest Royal Rumble. That match was actually a lot better, but it just had a really bad ending. And I think the reason why they did that was so they can kind of build this up to basically live up to the hype, right? Wrestle Kingdom 10, that was a great match for sure, and it's kind of like your next that girl next door, the next door neighbor girl. The first time it was great, right? Second time around, I was like, geez, I don't know. So I think now that it's a no disqualifications match, I think what's going to happen here is that AJ Styles. I mean, have you guys heard him? Right, Tuesday night, he's like, eye for an eye. He's going to pull out some dirty tactics on him. He's going to get him back. He's going to use his own dirty style on the strong style. Shinsuke, he will retain. And this is kind of like the last hope for Shinsuke, now that he's getting into now that he's gotten this title, multiple title shots, actually, come to think of it. I think if he doesn't pull out the upset, he's gonna go back down to, maybe compete for the U.S. title, maybe throw him into a tag team match. I mean, the fact that the man can't throw a promo, like, okay, this actually kind of works for him, what he's been doing as of late, right? The no speak of English, but I mean, if you need somebody to carry that title, you gotta be good on that mic. AJ Styles, Joe, he's waiting. He's patiently waiting over here to get that title shot. But drop it in the comment section. Would definitely love to hear your predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you on the next one.